Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Beely back again with another video. Now, I hope you guys didn't think that I forgot all about my Godzilla marathon, which I'm doing, my journey to Godzilla King of the Monsters, which is being released on the 31st of this month. I cannot wait for that movie. But to leave off, to start where I left off at Shin Godzilla, which is the reboot of the entire Toho franchise. Well, Godzilla franchise, that is. Because we know with different eras, they're basically the sequel to the 1954 film, but this scratches that film as well. Like, it's a whole new origin story of Godzilla. It still keeps the core of Godzilla as far as, like, he's created by radiation. They do keep that in, but they just added a lot of twists, which works. Instead of just seeing Godzilla appear as Godzilla, he appears as just this little mini creature that eventually evolves. We get to see him evolve, and I thought that was pretty good the way they did that. They kept his original roar. Like, they have like his different roars throughout the film, like his roars from different eras. I thought that was dope. The scores, they had some of the original scores in there. And the way the final form of Godzilla, well, technically we don't even know if this was his final form, because in the movie they even said Godzilla's in his fourth form, and we're just like, how many forms does this guy have? Like, man, they're taking Godzilla to new heights. And I love that about the film. But yeah, we get to see Godzilla evolve into this massive creature, which I loved. I love his design. The red glow he had too. His design really looks like he was made from radiation. Like something chemicals made. And we're just like, yo, Godzilla looks tough. Even when they were like shooting missiles at him, you can actually see the missiles just bouncing off of him and exploding, and he's just like unbothered at all. And you're just like, yo, this Godzilla is it. This is it, Chief. His atomic breath, they took that to new heights. His atomic breath is usually either red or like this fiery orange, is reddish, whatever color, but this time it's purple. And not only is it purple, but his mouth actually opens up like a freaking Komodo dragon, and it comes out that way, and it shoots out like a beam. That's crazy. Like, it shoots out as a beam, and it has like this beam sound effect, like something like that, and it was cool. And it gets to a certain point where he's legit just breathing out fire, like plain fire. And I'm like, yo, this Godzilla is off the chain. I love Shin Godzilla. Like, I was in love with Shin Godzilla. And not only does he shoot atomic breath out of his mouth, but out of his dorsal fins and his tail. And you're just like, oh, so you're definitely not safe around this Godzilla. I will say that the humans are, of course, blah in this movie, as always. I will say that this movie basically takes the 1954 film and modernizes it. Like, what if Godzilla was to happen today? Even though this film came out in 2016, the same rules still apply. Like, if this happened, everybody would be talking about it on social media. It would be all over the internet. You'll be seeing press conferences on TV about what's going on, and that's basically what this film does. Of course, you got the government involved that we see in every Godzilla film. You got meetings discussing what they're gonna do as far as engaging attacks on Godzilla. All that mumbo jumbo that we've seen in every Godzilla movie. Other than that, man, the movie was great. Like, I loved it. I loved this new take on Godzilla. his design, his atomic breath, the way we got to see him evolve from this little finless, handless creature to what he is now. I will say though, man, they gave us that nice cliffhanger, and we're not even gonna see what that was all about because, you know, if you haven't seen the movie, spoilers. At the end of the movie, the cliffhanger is Godzilla is like frozen, and they do a close up on his tail, and you see what it looks like, these human versions of Godzilla coming out of his tail. Now, after that, there's been a lot of speculations of what was supposed to be Shin Godzilla 2. You know, what that whole plot was supposed to be, and I don't know if this was like the actual plot of Shin Godzilla 2, but they said that, you know, along with Godzilla, those humanoid versions of Godzilla was supposed to terrorize Japan as well. And I was just like, I would have loved to see that. Like, I would have loved to see how that would play out, since we've never seen anything like that in a Godzilla film. I would have loved to see the Shin Godzilla face off against other kaiju. It made me wonder, okay, since they rebooted Godzilla, his origin story, everything, were they going to reboot Mothra? Were they going to reboot King Ghidorah? Were they going to reboot, what's another iconic kaiju? Anguirus? You know, kaiju along those lines, were they going to reboot those as well? Give them new origins and have Godzilla, well, Shin Godzilla face off? We will never know. But we do know that after Legendary, in their time with Godzilla is up, Toho is going to start their own Godzilla universe, which I'm excited to see. But I would have loved to see what would have happened after that cliffhanger. Still gets me to this day. Every time I watch it, like, man, what would have happened if we would have got Shin Godzilla 2? But other than that, this movie was great. I love Shin Godzilla. Like I said, the new take on it, on Godzilla, was great. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But yeah, what did you guys think about this review? You know, I hope you guys liked it. I felt like I was rambling, repeating myself, but I'll figure it out during the editing process. But after this is going to be Godzilla Monster Planet? Planet of the Monsters? Whatever it's called. But I already reviewed it though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a playlist. It's going to show up on the screen wherever. And yeah, just click on the playlist and it's going to be in there. You know, the first Godzilla anime that came out on Netflix, that I already reviewed that like a while back. So that's going to be in the playlist. So the next one I'm going to actually review is the second Godzilla anime. I forgot what it was called, but be on the lookout for that very soon. I'm gonna get these reviews out soon because Godzilla King of the Monsters literally come out in like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, so I need to get these reviews out. So be on the lookout. And as always, it's your boy B Lee signing off.